Welcome back on this second episode of Jak and Sal. I am Sal,
I'm Jack.
and you are in it with us. Cue the intro. Welcome back for our second episode of Jak and Sal. If you did not watch the first episode, you can go back and watch it. You can just start with this one. We are going to actually just talk about random stuff, and we're going to give you our best immature, off-the-wall perspective of random topics.
Nothing mature. Ever.
You'll get a lot of South Park talk.
From him.
You'll get a lot of military talk from
me.
him.
Maybe a little.
Well, we got a lot planned, so we're going to see what sticks, what doesn't, see what else we can bring in, what you
Answer
might like.
questions. If there's something you want our opinion on, please feel free to put it in the comments below. And we'll do our best to address it.
And then like, comment, and share on the actual channel so you get updated reels and videos as they come out.
We love negative comments, so please feel free. Talk shit. It'll be fun.
So, today we're going to start off with the first episode. We started off with an actual take that ended up only making it into reels. The whole fart versus queef debate.
Yes.
So this one, I'm going to start out, we're going to keep it right on the ass. Is Uranus still funny, or is it just immature as a joke?
Like the planet Uranus?
Like using Uranus in that reference as the innuendo
Well,
for an ass.
it's actually pronounced Uranus.
That shit isn't going to take no matter who you ask.
Just say it.
I mean, you might get a scientist that's like, it's Uranus.
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 Yeah.
Uranus.
I mean, it's funny as Uranus, but
see, now
technically it's pronounced Uranus.
This was proposed to me, and I brought this up with Dan too at work. So, Carla, my wife, was doing a celestial event on Animal Crossing one weekend, and she was looking for shooting stars. So she made our kid Joshua sit here and watch the sky on our game when we ran somewhere, and just like hit a certain button every time a shooting star clicked around. And she was explaining to me like the lineup of the planets for the celestial event that was actually going on. And she's like, with binoculars, you can see Uranus. So I responded, I don't need binoculars to see Uranus.
That is such a dad joke.
And she told me it was just immature
it is.
to use Uranus as the actual punchline like that.
It's very childish.
I think in that context, it was used very, very well.
I mean, time and place, yes, it can be funny. But forcing it, it's not that funny.
Oh, no, forcing any joke is never funny.
It's not funny.
If you got to force it, it doesn't work.
No means no under any circumstance. And this is a no moment.
I do agree with you. If you have to force the Uranus joke, it isn't funny. But if you get it in there and you slide it in,
yep,
it's worth it.
Maybe spit on it a little bit. Warm it up before you slide it in.
Well, that's the lead up to it. Yeah. That's why it's a punchline.
Yeah.
It's always the second coming.
I mean, it can work as a third coming, too.
Yeah. But you don't want to mix up the Uranus.
I mean, yeah.
And this has been, is Uranus immature or actually still funny?
Depending on situation.
With Sal and Jack. So, moving on, we're going to talk about bear beating and bear baiting. Two completely different things. Bear beating has been banned recently by Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah, stop listening to shit on speakerphone.
It's not the turned up cruise line no more. They want to actually have people enjoy themselves. If I was to go on a cruise and I was just wanting to relax and have fun, the last thing I want to do is hear some obnoxious ass shit being blared loud as fuck.
Yeah, I can't stand the people that are on speakerphone in public having a conversation. And then when you comment or throw your opinion about their conversation, they get mad. If I can hear it, it is there for me to listen and possibly respond to. Stop it. No one wants to hear your conversations.
We're not invading your privacy. You're broadcasting your fucking life.
Exactly. Knock that shit off.
Now for bear baiting, we were just talking about this as we were going into bear beating.
Bear baiting.
Bear baiting.
Yep.
So is that like the box with the stick track with the string from like the old cartoons?
I don't know how you'd bait a bear, but I can imagine that if you did, it'd be quite dangerous.
I can only imagine.
But it also depends on what kind of bear you're baiting.
Well, true. Okay, let's go for the most vicious bear out there.
The gay bear.
The polar bear. Which I'm sure there could be many a gay bear found on Carnival Cruise Lines. Well,
on certain cruises.
Yeah, not anymore on Carnival.
Probably not.
No. So
I want to go on a cruise, but I'm afraid of ships.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted to go on. So we went. When I was little, we actually did the Big Red Boat, the original like Disney cruises, and I've never been on a cruise since then, and I've always wanted to go. I've wanted to go on another cruise. Carla doesn't want to because she hates it. My kid doesn't want to. I think the only one that I know right now, well, my mom and her boyfriend would do a cruise. I know that. But my mother-in-law wants to go on a cruise.
I've always wanted to go on a cruise. But big ships actually like freak me out.
Oh no, I love it.
Like even just like walking next to one, I get like freaked out by it.
Like we did the tall sail windy ship at Navy Pier a couple years ago. It was me, Dan, Carlo, and a whole bunch of the Illinois pirate crew.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Dude,
that's a lot smaller than a cruise ship.
I know, but it's still a decent sized boat.
Well, that's different. That's a boat, not a ship.
Well,
like I'm talking about ships.
So
cruise ships.
Okay.
Big ships.
Much bigger and a much different differential of sway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they scare me.
I kept getting kicked out of the casino. I was like 9.
Were you trying to plunder?
No, I was playing the slot machines.
When you were 9?
I was probably younger than 9, actually.
Well, that's probably why. You're probably a little too young to.
I got to be gambling. Casino at least like 6 or 7 times within like a week. We went out to they took us out and we did like they stopped and they like let you off at like different islands and everything through the Caribbean. We got to go to Gilligan's Island, a place where they actually filmed Gilligan's Island. So we got to swim in the lagoon. It was really cool.
That was an actual place?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you see Gilligan?
No.
Oh.
Saw a lot of like little jellyfish.
Jellyfish edible?
I'm sure the Asian have tried.
Like,
I mean,
do you spread them on your toast?
I mean, calamari is squid.
Well, yeah, but jellyfish is like.
Yeah, I know. It's like a different altogether.
Yeah, it's like gelatin floating in the water.
Or is Matt Rife? You ever watch any of his stand-up?
Yeah, a little bit.
See he did a special. I can't remember how long ago, but he was talking about masturbating in the shower, and he's like, when you jerk off in the shower, your semen has the same consistency of like jellyfish. It just sticks and like.
Wouldn't that be more in the bathtub, like in a bath?
Well,
because then it's in the water.
Well, I mean, it's gonna hit water.
If it's in the shower, it tries to make its way down the drain.
Yeah, but it just like sticks.
Yeah, but if it's in the bath, then it would have more of the consistency of a jellyfish.
Well, I mean, he's just talking about the stickiness of it and the way it like grabs.
I don't know. I've never held a jellyfish.
Well, neither have I. He was just like using it as like an example. He's like, I can only imagine it being like that if you actually had to touch a jellyfish. Does that make sense?
I wouldn't think jellyfish would be sticky though.
But like slimy.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't come out
No,
instantly.
I
Like
guess I gotta.
solidify your fingers like super glue or some shit.
I guess I gotta go to Florida and sometime and
If you have ever touched a jellyfish, leave a comment.
like, is it slimy?
I know they sting you, and you need to pee on the sting when you get stung.
That's if you touch the
tentacles.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you gotta grab it by the head.
yeah, you got to grab it by the cap.
Yeah. The head.
Head cap looks like a giant, like cool mushroom thingy.
Yep. Always grab the mushroom by the head.
Always grab the mushroom tip. Never neglect the tip.
Never.
But the tentacle of the shaft may sting you.
There's something I wanted to talk about today, and I forgot what it was.
So recently, the immortal Chuck Norris has passed, or as my wife texted me when I texted her, he was called on to take over for Death because Death was no more.
Well, I mean, Death probably came to visit him, and Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked him.
Oh yeah.
And then took over his job, realizing that, life as we exist without death would be ruined.
Yeah.
Good possibility.
Then there's the other one. Chuck Norris was the only person to go to hell to kill Osama bin Laden, officially being the first person to kill someone twice. You remember the old Chuck Norris memes or no?
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, yeah. Chuck Norris once got bitten by a cobra. After 5 excruciating days, the cobra died.
That was the one that was in Expendables too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's actually, I think that's probably like his favorite one because he said that in like a couple of interviews.
And then, did you ever see the interview where he was talking about the tiger? He's like, I bent down and there was a tiger laying there, and I bent down and I started petting him. It started to growl, and the trainer looked up and said, just back away really slow, and the tiger did. Oh, Chuck Norris, be ever forgotten.
Oh, no.
Never forgotten.
His legends live on in many, many porta-johns in the military.
Oh, yeah.
Every porta-john you go into, there's Chuck Norris jokes. And that got me through a lot of shits.
Chuck Norris doesn't have a chin. He's just got a fist behind his beard.
And he tried to shave his beard once with a rock, and the rock shattered. I didn't do it.
Oh, but no, never forgotten. Never, like, even all his movies and everything. Delta Force. God. Enter the Dragon. Wasn't that the one with him and Bruce Lee?
I believe so.
Where he had to lose to Bruce Lee. And then one of my favorites, and this was one of my favorites from way back in the day, and Jack had just recently brought it up with me earlier this week. So I assume you just rewatched it recently.
Yeah, it was one of my childhood favorites, which is Sidekicks. I have a movie. I had a theory on it. If you guys aren't familiar with the movie Sidekicks, I do recommend it. It's actually a really good movie. So in the movie, it starts off with a kid that has severe asthma, gets bullied, and he has a habit of daydreaming these epic scenario and adventures with Chuck Norris. Like he'll go into battles, ninjas. Like he's Chuck Norris's sidekick, or Chuck Norris is his sidekick in some of them.
He's really obsessed with learning all types of martial arts and everything, but with his asthma, he is not physically fit. And so he pretty much spends his time daydreaming these whole action fantasies with Chuck Norris, where he is like his little sidekick going through these cool action scenes and battles and everything. And it's really cool because Barry, who's the kid, is played by Jonathan Landis. And if you don't know who that is. He was an awesome actor back in the day. He was on Sequest. He was in this movie Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield. But him, Chuck Norris, Beau Bridges, and Joe Piscopo plays the bad guy. And I was laughing so hard watching some of the fantasy scenes.
Yeah.
Because there's a scene that they do in Vietnam, and if you know Joe Piscopo, he's in like the whole Mickey Rooney, like Asian look from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Real thick eyeliner to acting as
oh,
yeah.
Oh, get the gunpowder! Oh, blow her up now!
Yeah, the real.
Just laying it on thick and like really cheesy, but it was great back in the day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let Jack explain his theory now.
So my theory was that he either died at Barry, the main character, died from an asthma attack at the beginning of the movie, and the rest of the movie was like a heavenly dream, or there's somewhere in the middle he died. Or
I rewatched it. Literally when he came and told me this theory, and I dissected it thoroughly. And when I got to the point in the movie when I knew that Barry was gone and the rest of the whole movie's tone just shifted, I walked him back and talked with Jack. I was like, this is when he dies. And he was like, yeah, I got to agree with you on that.
yeah, so somewhere in the middle, he asks his high school crush out. She rejects him.
Who is Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years.
Another good actress.
Who technically is the reason Winnie Cooper killed Barry. He went running away from her when she rejected him.
But he was a weakling.
But she rejected him. He went running away, and that's when he dies on the porch.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she killed him. It was his fault for running.
He was upset.
It was his fault for slamming his inhaler on the ground, so then he couldn't take his inhaler.
Well, yes, the childhood rage in that situation. But
Yeah.
she was the cause of him leading through those sequences.
She's too pretty to be the villain.
I didn't say she was a villain. I just said
Well, if
she
she killed
him.
him, then she's the villain.
No, Joe Piscopo's the villain.
In the dreams.
No, he runs the bad dojo.
No dojos are bad.
Well, he runs what would be the Cobra Kai dojo in Karate Kid.
He was a bad sensei. You can't blame the dojo.
Oh, no, I don't blame the dojo. I do totally blame the sensei.
Yeah.
He was a total asshole.
Yeah. But, so, as you heard, he ran away from his high school crush after she rejected him, had an asthma attack, broke his inhaler, and that is when he passed away. And then the whole change of the movie, all of his adventures were to save the girl of his dreams. He learned martial arts. Asthma went away. Won a
karate tournament.
Yeah, karate tournament. And this is what made me think that this was all a heavenly dream, is at the very end of the movie, after he won the tournament, his father, his hot teacher, walk out of the convention center. He's sitting on a bench talking to Chuck Norris. And when he's done talking to Chuck Norris, walking over to his parents, Chuck is gone. And he's walking off into the sunset with his father, his hot teacher, and there is absolutely nobody else around.
Yeah.
Like it is a ghost town, like nothing.
The only person that actually is around is a kid in a wheelchair who picks up the Chuck Norris magazine that's left on the ground after Barry walks away from Chuck Norris.
And it is like a battle-worn magazine. Like, it's been opened and closed multiple times, like the very first Playboy I ever owned.
Yeah. It's seen its days and been creased over and rolled enough times and everything.
Well broken in.
Yes. So, but that is our theory on Sidekicks. It's that Barry dies in the middle of the movie. And then pretty much the second half of the movie is a heavenly dream of him ascending to heaven after living this life of asthma and ridicule of not being athletic.
Like, the scene of him walking away is like his spirit finally
Moving on.
moving on.
And rest in peace, Chuck Norris.
You'll forever be missed.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there'll ever be another immortal like Chuck Norris.
Oh no.
It's like it must have been like a generational thing. It was like at that time, like he was the man's man.
Yeah.
Man. Man's man.
Yep. Definitely the man, the myth, and the legend.
Oh,
all
yeah.
in one.
So, to you, Chuck Norris, we salute.
My nipple itches.
Huh?
My nipple itches.
It's all superstition because I covered up the doors backdrop so the nipple's not over my shoulder.
That's what it is.
So now Jack's nipple's just gonna itch throughout the entire episode now.
Hopefully not. No, I got burned on it earlier this week.
What'd you do? Stick your filler rod to your fucking chest?
No, I was welding overhead, and I burnt my nipple, and then had molten metal fall on my upper lip and my chin. It was great. It was a good day.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. Good day to be a welder.
Those are always fun.
Yeah, I got called a bitch that I was a welder by my buddy's nephew.
Why?
I don't know, he likes to talk shit to me. So I talk shit back. And he said, yeah, get back to work. Get back to your bitch work. And I was like, squeeze me? I'm sorry. I catch myself on fire multiple times.
Oh, I remember those days.
I love it.
I didn't mind.
It's great.
I had this little old Mexican that I used to weld with named Gerardo. And he actually, the first time I did it, he came walking in, and I was in the middle of a TIG weld, and he just kind of looked at me and looked down at my foot and looked up and goes, "Hey, you're on fire!"
How'd you catch your foot on fire while TIG welding?
Oh no, I was plasma cutting. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I had frayed jeans. My jeans had like frays at the bottom of it. So he comes in, he's like, "Hey man, you're on fire!"
Yeah.
Like took the goggles off, looked down, I saw the blue flame around the bottom of my leg. Went right back to cutting.
Well, that's how I caught fire for the first time, was actually in welding school, torch cutting. And I got really hot. And that's how like I knew something was wrong, because I was really, really, really warm. And I lift my hood up because they made us wear a face shield with a tinted lens for torch cutting. And my entire right leg was engulfed in flames, so I was putting it out. And then I look up, my entire class and my instructor are just standing there watching the whole thing. And when I looked down, I was like, "You guys weren't going to say anything?" And they're like, "No, we just wanted to see if you're going to freak out or not." I mean, it's just fire. It's the worst that it can do.
Exactly.
Scar me.
I mean, when I did it the first time, it was in the middle of summer, and I kind of started feeling a little more warmth. But like, I didn't think nothing of it for some stupid reason until somebody says, "Hey, you're on fire."
We used to fill tennis balls up with gasoline and play hacky sack with them after lighting them on fire, of course,
Well, I mean,
because that is an extremely smart thing to do.
I used to ride my my dyno comp back in Tinley. We used to take all the leaves in the fall and put them on top of the biggest jump and light it on fire. Go jumping over a giant fire.
Yep.
Oh.
Just remember, if you ever do catch yourself on fire, stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll.
We're not going to do the TikTok video for that.
No. We ain't doing no trendy shit here. This is our show. Talk about what we want to talk
rolling
about.
my hips for you guys.
Huh?
I ain't rolling my hips for these guys. I'm not eating nuts today, people. I'm eating Mike and Ike's.
No nuts.
No nuts.
Mike and Ike's.
I'm on a nut-free diet for today.
No, you have a weekly word?
No, but we could talk about the history of a word. Oh,
Oh.
so in case anybody was wondering, yes, I did make a boner at work, and I did tell my boss
He was
about the
actually
boner.
really excited to tell our boss.
I was so excited. So I didn't tell them about the mistake first. I was stopped by our boss, Sal, and our other coworker, and the boss asked me if something was missing. I was like, "Oh, did they tell you about my boner?" And our boss was not happy about it. He just kind of put his head down and shook his head and was like, "I don't even want to know."
He was so excited to use that phrase. Be like, I made a boner. And then our buddy Dan was like, I made a boner too.
We all made boners.
Except me.
Yep.
I did not make a boner. I actually have a retrofit now that I have to do on a brand new panel because details were not fully given. I'm not happy about that. I'm not gonna lie. What he wants me to fucking do. Like, at all. Because Bob had the same train of thought that I did. Make a separate panel so they can mount it by the pumps. And just send a long whip with it or something.
Yeah.
And
That would make sense.
Lewis was like, no, it's all got to be inside the same panel. You can do this in a day, right? With a new disconnect?
Well, they're not in a rush.
No, that's we were thinking that.
Yeah.
This was the delay plan.
Yeah. But anyways, so I got to tell our boss that I made a boner. He didn't like it, so I'm probably not going to use that anymore.
Dan was actually kind of excited to say that he made his boner too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, our boss does not like anything gay. I remember when I first started working there, whenever him and the shop manager would come back towards my table, if I said anything remotely gay, they would turn around and walk away. So it was the easiest way for me to get rid of them.
Was just make a gay reference.
Yep, make a gay reference. And then they just walk away. Because I don't like being bothered when I'm back in my own little corner. So I'm back in the back of the shop, furthest table. Get to keep it to myself. Let me do my thing.
Got a little cubby underneath the shelving bay behind his toolbox.
Well, not anymore.
I know they took your cubby away from you.
It was what they called my apartment. So for almost 6 years, I had a empty spot behind my toolbox under the shelving unit. I had a hammock up in there. So during lunch, I'd lay down, go to sleep. It was great. Like, it was perfect. We get an hour lunch break, so I'd lay in my hammock and go to sleep. But now we have stuff to store, and they took my apartment away, and I'm a little upset. Still.
He'll get over it.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't. Never. It was my apartment. I had a rug in there.
You'll find a new spot for one. You're clever enough. I give you that much credit.
Oh, I build forts now.
I mean, forts are fun.
I use cardboard and build a fort every lunch to block out the ceiling lights.
What, around your bench?
No, off the shelving unit, and then I have one of my drawers open, and I have a straight edge, and they just kind of sit like a little makeshift roof.
Got a little lean-to going.
Yeah. So, word history.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I've said it quite a bit. The word "gay," as a lot of people know, used to mean joyful, happy.
Well, I mean, it's in a lot of Christmas songs.
It is. Yes. But the word "gay" as we know it now, meaning homosexual, was not seen in the Oxford Dictionary until 1951, or appearing in the Oxford Dictionary in 1951 as gay, meaning homosexual.
So it was always joyous and happy up until 1951, or was it just never in there?
I believe it was used as slang prior to 1951, but then it caught on and officially became a definition of the word gay in 1951, according to the Oxford Dictionary.
Man, there you go. When gay changed from happy to...
And that will probably be the smartest thing I say today because
You don't have your glasses
I don't have my
on.
glasses. I don't know where they are. I had them at work.
Did you?
Had them on the drive home.
Did you fall asleep with them on?
No. As soon as I get in my apartment, I take them off.
Oh, so then it's a case of you set them down somewhere and just don't remember where.
Yeah. For all I know, they're probably in the Jeep.
Possibility. Probably took them off when you put your sunglasses on.
No, I put my sunglasses on in my apartment.
You don't bring your sunglasses with you in the Jeep when you're driving?
I don't remember if I did. Normally, I have a pair in there, but this is the pair I normally have in there, and they're in my apartment, so it's a good possibility.
So when you brought up the whole original meaning of gay with me earlier this week, you're going to hate me for saying this, but there's a South Park episode that literally hit my brain as soon as you said it.
I told you he was always going to bring up South Park.
And if anybody out there is watching this, you probably know what episode I'm talking about. The name of the episode is The F Word. And it is associated with the gay word that we just talked of history on. The F word. For all of the new motorcyclists for the first spring that come riding through on their Harleys, all the kids in town decide that it's time to change the definition of the word fag.
That has nothing to do with the word gay.
Did you really say that the word fag and the word gay have nothing to do with each other?
They have something to do with each other, but how did that make you, the definition of gay, make you think of that episode of South Park?
Because in that episode, they actually have all the bikers go to a library and they start looking up the origin of the word fag, which actually, like, they go through all these old definitions, like back to like medieval times. They're like, it was originally named for somebody who gathered sticks. And
Well,
then
that would have been a faggot, and then a fag.
And then it was a derogatory term towards old people first.
Really?
For like being slow and everything.
I didn't know that.
And then there was one more term before it actually got to the whole derogatory term for gay people term.
Which is a cigarette.
No, they didn't. That one wasn't even actually listed in it when they did it. That was like so slang that it wasn't even considered it. Actually, like it was actual definitional terms of the word.
If I remember right, they still use
they
fag
in Europe.
for still a cigarette.
Yeah, no, that's totally. Yeah, but that's over there.
That'd be so weird to ask somebody for a cigarette that way.
Yeah.
Like as an American going over to Europe and then hearing somebody say, you gotta lose fag. Where? You guys keep them locked up or something? Like
oh. But yeah, and then ultimately the point of it was they got the Webster's Dictionary crew to come in and change the definition of the word fag to mean annoying Harley rider.
That's so stupid. Harley riders aren't annoying.
Huh?
Harley riders aren't annoying. It's a little crotch rocket, guys.
I mean, I have lots of friends that ride Harleys, so I mean...
No, it's the crotch rockets.
It's the crotch rockets?
It's the crotch rockets. In real life, it's the crotch rocket. Not all of them. Just the dumbasses that don't know how to respect the road or respect anybody else on the road and think they are king shit because they're on a little crotch rocket.
Well, there's a crew of motorcyclists who meet at the Speedway at Archer just off of State.
Mm-hmm.
And they will literally fill the fucking parking lot of that gas station and then all head out for a long-ass ride down Archer, blocking the intersections the whole way down. Where the fuck's the goddamn police when this shit happens?
You know what I can't stand? Funeral processions.
I mean, I can tolerate it out of a means of respect.
I get that, but the ones that irritate me is right when the light turns red, or their light turns red, and then they decide, oh, well, now I'm gonna stop everybody from going.
Oh, well, I mean,
But from my understanding, from the one time it happened to me and actually made me late for work, and as most people or most veterans can relate, is we don't like being late. It causes us to slightly freak out whenever we're late, and by late I mean less than 10 minutes prior. So I actually called the cops
okay.
because they just blocked traffic. They didn't have like a police escort stopping traffic. They just drove through an intersection on a red light. And I was told that if there is a police presence, then that is fine.
Yeah.
But they are not supposed to run red lights.
It's only supposed to be that if the procession has already gone through the light when it was green,
Yeah.
then it continues when the light goes red until the procession gets done and through the intersection. But if it comes up on a red light, it's supposed to stop until the actual traffic flow goes, unless with a police escort, like you said.
So it was like they were making a left turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, were they
So
were they waiting for the left turn?
They were waiting for the left turn, but there was a car in front of them that was not part of the procession.
Oh, so like there was another
So-
car in the intersection waiting to turn before that.
The light turned yellow. As you know, most people have to wait till the light turns red to turn left through an intersection. So that first car that was not part of the procession had to make its left turn on a red because he was in the intersection. Well, the procession leader follows suit.
Oh, I mean,
He wasn't in the intersection. Therefore, it was illegal.
I think I would, if I was the hearse driver, I would have stuck my way in on that one too.
If I was the person in front of me that was on the green light, I would have went.
Yeah, but do you want to be that person that crashes into a hearse during a funeral procession?
He's already dead. He's not gonna feel it.
The amount of disrespect on that.
They ran the red light, not me.
I don't know if we can have this discussion, John, because like in my eyes, that's like if somebody purposely went on the green light out of spite and hit a hearse, in my eyes, that would be such an utter sign.
Isn't the hearse like the second vehicle?
I thought the hearse is usually always the first and the family's behind it.
I always thought there was like a lead vehicle, hearse, family.
Oh, it might be.
I always thought there were two. I don't know why.
It might be though. No, you might. I think it depends on the funeral procession.
I think it does. Regardless, don't run red lights. That's how you get hit.
Okay, so if the light was red and no traffic was coming and they just decided to go and stop traffic, yes, I will completely disagree with that. But in this circumstance, while the light was already green and they were waiting, yeah, I see where he went and kept that procession going. I totally understand where he was coming from.
He was at a dead stop, not in the intersection. If he was in the intersection, I would understand. I would not have been so angry. But he was not in the intersection because there was an old lady in front of him You know, old ladies drive safe, so they're not going to pull all the way out in the middle of an intersection.
I
They're
would
going
have
to stay
driven me
kind of far
nuts.
back.
I would have actually been on her ass, so I could have at least gotten halfway out in the intersection.
Nope.
I would have been inching and pushing her.
Nope.
I can't stand that.
So angry.
Well,
What else grinds my gears about being on the road? And this happened on my way here today. Where these cute little fucking couples that like to walk side by side and hold hands and take up like half the fucking road. Why? Find a trail to walk on.
What, they're walking down the road holding hands?
Yeah. And they don't get over. So I had to like swerve around them, drive on to oncoming traffic side because
I mean, even if it's like just grass, who the fuck's walking in the street?
yeah, choose a different path.
Like that's almost as annoying as the bicyclists we get here in Lamont. They're all over the place.
Oh, that's everywhere.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. I say it should be free range. You should be able to hit them. If they're not abiding by the rules of the road, it should be legal. You should be able to get 10 points
for each bicyclist.
Yeah,
like we get them by like packs going up and over the bridge in the lanes. It's like, come on.
And then they get mad at you because you got too close. I'm gonna do this summers. I'm gonna drive with my Jeep doors off and just kick them.
Kick bicyclists.
Yeah, knock them over, then laugh.
That'd be fun. That would actually be really funny. That'd be a great segment too.
How many bicyclists can you kick?
Mm-hmm. So Daredevil premiered this week, and I know you said you haven't watched the first episode.
No, I haven't watched the first episode yet.
So I'm really excited about it. They've already dropped a couple hints towards people in the greater MCU already in the first episode.
So like they're bringing, it's going to relate into more?
Yes.
Okay.
So did you see Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Allegra,
yes.
DeFontaine?
Yeah.
She was already mentioned at one point.
Okay.
In a meeting with Kingpin. So like she was like literally name dropped in a higher echelon position of a seat.
Wasn't Kingpin in was it Hawkeye?
He was, yes. As Echo's kind of side story, because he was in Echo too, because they made a series for her. I just didn't watch that.
Oh, you didn't watch?
No.
I did.
Was it good?
That Echo is...
She was the girl that couldn't hear. She was the deaf girl.
Oh, no, I'm thinking like the... Was it? It wasn't Hawkeye. It was the one where...
Talking about Miss Marvel?
No, the female...
That was Hawkeye.
That was Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was more of a story about Cliff Barton.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is her name? Haley Steinfeld.
Is that the actress?
Yeah, that was the actress who played the kid.
Yeah.
Hawkeye. I can't think of her name offhand for some reason.
I can't think of it either.
They've already mentioned Jessica Jones. They've already dropped hints, but everybody knows that they're bringing Jessica Jones back into the universe.
Okay.
From Netflix. Same character and everything. And then rumor is that Luke Cage is supposed to be coming back, and then even they're bringing back the original Danny Rand. So like next season's supposed to like be like the Defenders gearing back up.
Okay.
And supposedly there's rumors that this is going to be Kingpin's last season. Vincent D'Onofrio was saying that it's going to be like the end of the Daredevil Kingpin storyline finally. So, but he's mayor now. Kingpin is the mayor of New York. They do mention
He probably would do a better job than Mamdani.
I don't know. What you see it? They sank a fucking cargo ship in the East River, like right off the bat at the start of the episode. So,
was it full of tea?
No.
It's a shame.
Matthew Lillard's on it this season as I'm assuming he's going to be a CIA agent because all he said is he's from Langley.
Okay.
So, but his name, he goes by the name Mr. Charles.
No, I guess our never start watching it. I normally don't like,
week to weeks.
yeah. I normally wait until,
Well, if you wait till next week's episode, you could watch at least 3 episodes at once.
Yeah.
Because they're releasing 2 episodes next week.
all right.
Because it's going to be
probably
a
end up
1
doing
week,
that.
2 week, and then 1 per week every week after. And then the week after that it gets done is the Punisher special.
Okay.
So they're like doing like a pretty badass fucking like street level MCU kind of thing leading up to the Punisher series at the end of it before Spider-Man. Because we all know Punisher's in Spider-Man now too.
The Punisher going to be the same character?
Yeah.
Or same actor, I should say.
Yeah, Barenthal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now there's a lot of rumor. Did you see the trailer for Spider-Man? Of course.
No.
Oh, come the fuck on. You have not seen the fucking brand new day trailer yet?
No.
Oh shit. So there's you've got Scorpion, Boomerang, the Hand they're bringing into it. The Punisher's in it and in the trailer.
Okay.
And then there's a scene where like Spider-Man's coming down on the side of a building and like a bunch of hand ninjas are coming up, all separated from, but it's like the scene from the last Spider-Man No Way Home where you knew that the other 2 Spider-Men were in the scene, but they washed them out for the trailer. So everybody's suspecting that Daredevil is actually in Spider-Man, and he's in this scene flying through the air with Spider-Man at the hand.
Let's see if I could check it out. I probably won't.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a great trailer.
To be honest, I rarely see any movie trailers anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Because I mostly just stream movies and I don't watch anything that would have trailers.
well, this one was, I think they said it was the most viewed trailer ever dropped on YouTube,
I'll check it out.
clearing over 1 billion views.
Yeah, I'll check it out on YouTube then.
But
I do watch a lot of YouTube.
Huh?
I do watch a lot of YouTube.
Well, it's cool because the way it starts off, it literally like is that gut check moment of nobody remembers Peter Parker from the end of the 3rd movie when Doctor Strange cast the spell and made everybody forget Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So like it is right in the beginning of that trailer, it is that gut check moment of, oh my God, nobody remembers Peter Parker. That's right. And like it's a very similar situation to the start of the 3rd movie.
Wasn't Doctor Strange supposed to make them forget about who Peter Parker was, as in like not Spider-Man, and he kind of messed it up?
No,
And
forget.
they forgot who Peter Parker was altogether.
Yeah, anybody who knew Peter Parker as Spider-Man would forget and not know who Peter Parker was. But everybody remembers Spider-Man, they just don't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So like they chalked it up to the first 3 Spider-Man movies that they released.
Yeah.
Was an actual like origin story trilogy.
Yeah.
So like now what picking up, it would be like him like going to college, nobody knows who he is, nobody knows he's Spider-Man. Like there's a scene with Mark Ruffalo in the trailer as the Hulk, but he's like Bruce Banner, and he's taking a class from Bruce Banner, and he walks up to him and says, "Hey, I need your help with something. You have a lab, right?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, who are you? Do I know you?" It's like they really like pound it in that nobody knows who the fuck he is anymore. But yeah, that one was good. But Daredevil, I'm really excited to see what comes down the pipe. Because it's all fucking, it should just be all action this season. Because last season they had to Picasso what people had created before the creative team that made the season finally came in and did.
Yeah.
So like, I guess Daredevil wasn't even going to be in it till like the 3rd episode. They were trying to make it more like a courtroom drama type thing. And like, they were saying like once the writer's strike hit and they got their hands on what they were working on, they were like, no, this isn't going to work at all. So like, there's a lot of it that like they had to like re-edit, like Foggy Nelson and Karen weren't even going to be in it. So it was just going to be like, oh, they picked up on the third episode and he wasn't Daredevil anymore.
Okay.
But no context as to why, where, or how. So.
I want superpowers. If you could have any superpowers, what would it be?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I think the power to shift.
Like, just change who you are?
No, like, or phasing. So, like, I could, like, just
walk
sit
through walls?
Yeah. Or, like, I could jump, like, from here to the basement, or...
So, like, Jumpers, the movie Jumpers.
Kind of, yes.
Where they could jump in and out of spaces as long as they've seen the space to jump into.
Yes. So, like, say, like, I could just sit here and be like, oh, crap, I need to be at work and I'm late, and I could just phase to work because I've been there.
Yeah.
And phase back. But, like, I couldn't be like...
Oh, you'd never be late then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be happy on that one.
Not as bad as Joe.
No, you're not. But no one's as good as me.
Well, it's because you're there fucking 15, 20 minutes in your car napping before work every day.
Yep. Never late.
Like we have said before, we do work together, so we see each other on a regular basis.
Sometimes, unfortunately.
Sometimes, unfortunately. Jack likes to come and run up to my bench and be like, did you hear? I'll be like, yeah, I did. Sometimes I'm like, no, I didn't. Oh, shit. The quadruple amputee that fucking put away for murder.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Carla heard the fucking news story while it was fucking playing on a reel the other day.
I was...
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's heard of this. And oh, shit, I got two stories that we haven't talked about, actually.
So, let's get back to the quadruple amputee.
Okay, we're going to start with this one. For those of you who do not know or haven't heard, there is a cornhole champion, quadruple amputee, who is just charged for murder. But here's the funny thing. When he killed the guy, he was driving a car too.
Yeah. The way my mind works is like, how can you let that happen to yourself? As far as, you know, the victim, it's sad that, you know, the guy lost his life, but you have somebody that's legitimately like this.
Yeah, there's videos of him shooting.
Holding a gun with two nubs.
Yeah.
Karate chop. You're not holding the gun anymore. Falls. I mean, it's...
Not only that, but how long does it take him to actually get the gun in the nubs?
Yeah, how...
Like...
He has to, like, finagle it up, and he's in the driver's seat, so he's got to, like, kind of...
I mean, he's got to turn to the guy, so, I mean, like, that can't be easy with two,
it's
without
not,
two lower nubs.
It's not like, bang, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like... Where does he stash it in the car, though?
Yeah.
That's the other question. Like, is he got, like, a special...
Like, how did the people in the back seat not stop this from happening?
Maybe they were as dumbfounded as everybody is now for hearing the story. Like, oh my God, he's got a gun.
Yeah, like...
But, I mean, there's a lot of videos of him shooting, too, so, I mean...
There is.
You don't know.
Like, props on him, like, honestly, to be able to...
Function
like that, and
I heard his cornhole fucking play is, like, off the hook. Like,
yeah,
he just sinks them over and over and over again.
I watched a couple of his videos, and I was amazed when I saw... And I'd seen the videos of him playing cornhole before this whole thing, and I was like, holy shit.
I think I might have
seen... That guy is an inspiration.
They did a MTV video, or ESPN that did a video spotlighting him, too, that I think I actually might have seen.
I believe so.
When he first started playing. But that is going to be it for today here on Jacking It with Sal. I am Sal.
I am Jack.
And you have been in it with us. And thank you for stopping by. Like and subscribe. Like the channel to keep up to date on all the reels and episodes as they come out. And we'll see you next time. Peace.